Be going over our depth of field assignment. It's very important to understand depth of field. And for this assignment, you're going to be photographing full f-stops and working on the same photograph. So here we have this chart which we use all the time from f32 to f1.4. Notice these are all full f-stops. As the f-stop number decreases or gets smaller, the aperture becomes larger. The smaller the aperture, the more depth of field you'll have. So at f1.4, the cat is in focus. But at f22, you can see the cat, the mountain, actually the bushes and the tree and the cloud. So for this assignment, you're going to be working outside and using a tripod. That is the best way to do it. Place your tripod in place. If you don't have a tripod, you can use a table or a chair. Place your camera on top. And remember, the best assignments are going to be the ones working outside. If you have to work inside, make sure to open all the windows in the room and turn on all the lights. You want a lot of light in that room. Remember, your camera will not move and you'll be photographing the same scene multiple times. The question I get a lot is, how many photographs do I submit? And that really depends on your camera lens. Some students might have all the f-stops. Other students may only have 2 full f-stops. The idea is that you use just full f-stops, not quarter stops or 8 stops or multiples of stops. You just want full f-stops. Refer to the table on the very top from f32 all the way to f1.4. Only dial in these full f-stop numbers. If you're using a Canon, you're going to put your camera in AV priority. If you're using a Nikon, you're going to put it on A. Set your ISO to auto. And if you don't, once again, if you don't have that many f-stops, don't worry, use what you have. Some people only have 2 f-stops and they're only going to submit 2 photographs. Other students might have 6 or 7. It all depends on your lens. Once again, don't worry, just submit the f-stops, full f-stops that you have. I created a table for you, and you can either make your own or copy this one to put it in your own Google Doc. Go File, make a copy, and then it'll go to your own Google Doc. This is not editable, so you have to make your own file. Or you go select it, Command C to copy it, and then Command V to paste in your Google Doc. After you're ready to submit and you fill out the form, make sure to export it, rename, download, PDF. I will only accept PDF documents. Let's go back to the assignment. You'll be photographing, I don't know how many photographs, but 1 or 2, maybe 8. It's up to you. Well, it's not up to you, it's up to your camera. So you're going to number it 01 _ last name _ first name. You'll be submitting a chart. Remember, once again, some people have 8 full f-stops, some people have 4. Some cameras only have 2. So here's the example from f1.4 all the way to f16. If you look and compare, at 1.4 you're going to have shallow depth of field. At 60 you're going to have deep depth of field. Here's some more examples for you to review. What I wanted to go to is show you student examples. We have Emily here, and she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 f-stops. She set her camera on aperture priority and the ISO to auto. Now in the chart, you cannot just put auto, you have to put a number. We need a number, not just the word auto. So Emily was really smart. She put auto, but she also included the ISO that she used. Here's her first photograph at at 5.6. Look in particularly at the background, how it's still kind of soft. At f32, look how sharper the background is. And let's take a look at Emily's work she submitted. Here's her whole photographs. And I'm going to go through there, and as I sequence, you'll notice the background is turning much more detail and deep depth of field. Let's compare both of them side by side. So the first one and the last one. Look in particular in the detail in the bricks. Let's go back. Then we're going to be looking at Juan's. Here's his table, and he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 f-stops. Notice his ISO is all 100. His last one was at 3 seconds. And here's his first photograph. Look in particular in the background. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, and I believe he had 8, and his 8. Let's compare both of them side by side. Look at the first photograph on the left side. The detail, the depth of field, the shallow depth of field. On the right, we have deep depth of field. What was his settings? For his first image, he was at f2.8, shallow depth of field. His last image at f32 was deep depth of field. Let's take a look at another student example. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 f-stops only. That's all they have. Notice auto, we need to correct that and actually need to write in the number, not just write auto. And let's take a look. In particular here, we're going to look at the fence line. So we have shallow depth of field, the rose is in focus. And as I go forward to his last image, you can see the detail in the fence has really popped. Let's compare both of them again. Look at the fence on the left side and look at the fence on the right side. Shallow depth of field and deep depth of field. Let's see what else we have. I'll be looking for a table that you have all full f-stops. Don't give me quarter stops, 8 stops, 1/16 of a stop. I only want full f-stops. The question is, where do I get the f-stops? How do I know which one are full f-stops? Refer to the top of the f-stop chart. I don't want anything else other than these numbers showing, because these are full f-stops. Set your camera on auto. Make sure when you fill out the table to write in your ISO number. Just don't write auto on it. Well, I look forward to your work and have a great day.